Finding prehistoric stone tools on the surface is great, fantastic, we love it.
And came to the conclusion that they were entirely of African origin.
Did you know that although the Egyptian pyramids were built as tombs for the pharaohs, none of their bodies have ever been found inside? Africa, a continent full of secrets, holds mysteries that seem straight out of a horror movie. Today, we'll explore 20 of the most unsettling discoveries in Africa that defy logic and science. From inexplicable remains to phenomena with no clear explanation, the African continent remains a place of awe and confusion. Join us as we embark on a journey full of surprising stories that seem to come from the supernatural. Are you ready to uncover what you never imagined could exist in Africa? Number 20. The Eye of the Sahara. The Eye of the Sahara is one of the most mysterious geological formations on the planet, and it's not hard to see why. With a diameter of 40 kilometers, this structure of concentric rings is located in the Mauritanian desert in the heart of Tanner's Rift, one of the most desolate regions of the Sahara. Its shape, resembling a white bullseye, was discovered from space by astronauts in the 1960s and has since baffled both scientists and explorers alike. For a long time, it was speculated that the Eye of the Sahara was the result of an asteroid impact, but more recent studies have shown that its origin is much more complex. The phenomenon is the result of a combination of natural erosion and the uplifting of the Earth's crust that over millions of years has sculpted this formation into concentric rings. Although it is now understood as a natural geological process, the Eye of the Sahara remains a mystery in terms of its origin and the history of the region. In ancient times, the Sahara was a vegetated place inhabited by dinosaurs, which makes the structure even more fascinating as it reflects the climatic and geological changes that shaped our planet. Number 19. Sky blue stone. Imagine finding a stone that not only challenges everything we knew about gems, but could also have come from the stars. In 1990, a miner named Angelo Patone, while exploring the mines in Sierra Leone, discovered a gem unlike anything known to science. This stone, with a vibrant sky blue hue, turned out to be one of the most perplexing finds in the history of mineralogy. Research revealed that the stone was not only visually stunning, but also had surprising chemical properties. After carbon dating tests, scientists determined that the rock had arrived on Earth between 11,000 and 18,000 years ago, suggesting it may have been formed after a meteoric impact. The most shocking part of the find was the composition of the stone, 77% pure oxygen, a completely atypical trait for any known terrestrial mineral. This pure oxygen is accompanied by traces of carbon, silicon, calcium, and sodium, but none of these substances seem to have been produced by common natural processes on Earth. Geology and gemology experts were perplexed, as no known Earth processes could produce a stone with such an unusual structure. Some suggest this gem could have been created by an ancient civilization with technologies we don't yet understand. Others, however, theorized it may have been formed by a series of geological phenomena that remain mysterious. Regardless, what is clear is that this strange object has no connection to Earth's minerals. The sky blue stone could be the result of an inexplicable natural phenomenon, or perhaps a relic of lost knowledge from ancient times. Its origin, whether extraterrestrial or terrestrial, remains a fascinating mystery. Number 18. Ancient stone tools. Long before computers or even fire existed, our ancestors were already using stone tools to shape their environment. This is the legacy of the first humans, who, more than 2 million years ago, created tools using carved stones. In Africa, the cradle of humanity, archaeologists have uncovered some of the earliest known tools, revealing the incredible creativity of our ancestors. At sites like Lomekwi 3, on the western shore of Lake Turkana in Kenya, archaeologists have found stone tools dating back 3.3 million years. These tools, made from lava, quartzite, and flint, were used for cutting, scraping, and grinding. This discovery demonstrates how early hominids began developing complex skills to survive in a challenging world. In addition to the tools, fossils discovered in the same area reveal that these ancient humans coexisted with species like Paranthropus, a primitive human relative. This evidence suggests that these hominids may have been the creators of the tools or at least inhabited the same environment, providing a unique insight into the first steps of human evolution. Number 17. The marvelous baobab tree. The baobab is a tree whose existence dates back to times that even dinosaurs could not have witnessed. Known as the Tree of Life, the baobab has been a silent witness to Africa's history and a symbol of survival. These trees, some of which have lived for up to 2,500 years, are not only giants in size, but possess extraordinary qualities that make them true heroes in the plant kingdom. The baobab can survive in the most extreme conditions. With trunks that can reach up to 30 meters in circumference, the baobab has the unique ability to store water inside its trunk, allowing it to withstand long droughts. Its trunk acts as a giant natural water reservoir, storing up to 50% of its weight in water. This feature is crucial in the arid regions of Africa, where rainfall is scarce. Even the largest specimens can go decades without leaves, but they regenerate quickly when conditions improve. But the baobab is not just a natural wonder for its resilience. Its fruits are extremely nutritious, containing 6 times the amount of vitamin C found in oranges. Moreover, its leaves are edible and have been a vital food source for African communities for centuries. The baobab's bark is also highly useful. It produces strong fibers used to make ropes, clothing, and other utensils. Its ability to adapt to its harsh environment and its many benefits make it a true tree of life for those who depend on it. This tree is much more than a natural curiosity. It is a symbol of resistance and sustainability. Over the centuries, African tribes have learned to harness its resources, and today it remains an integral part of daily life in many parts of the continent. It is not just a tree, but a true miracle of nature. Number 16. The Nubian stone tablets. In the Nile Valley, northeast of Khartoum, lie the ruins of a great civilization lost in history, the Kingdom of Kush. This kingdom flourished for nearly 1,000 years before its collapse in 300 AD. Archaeologists who have excavated the region have uncovered incredible preserved stone tablets from Kushite temples, inscribed with a cryptic language that conveys the traditions of this powerful African society. The ruins of this civilization are located on the island of Meroe, named after the capital city of the Kushites. This necropolis served as the burial place for Kushite kings and nobles until raiders destroyed the temples and tombs in the 4th century AD. Despite centuries of looting, excavations conducted in the 20th century have revealed a treasure trove of stone stelae that remain intact. These stelae are engraved with the Meroitic alphabet, the oldest writing system south of the Sahara. These inscriptions provide a crucial window into the history, culture, and funerary rituals of Nubia. However, most Meroitic texts remain untranslated, as the language has proven extremely difficult to decipher. Only the pictorial carvings on the tablets depicting gods and kings offer a partial glimpse into the Kushite worldview. Deciphering the Meroitic code would not only shed light on how this powerful civilization thrived alongside ancient Egypt, but also how it mysteriously vanished. Meanwhile, we continue to marvel at the messages conveyed by the worn Nubian stones, but unveiling their secrets promises to uncover an important and lost chapter of human civilization. Number 15. The ruins of Great Zimbabwe. The ruins of Great Zimbabwe are one of the most impressive testimonies to Africa's Iron Age. This monumental complex, built over 3 centuries, became the heart of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe, dominating southern Africa from 1000 to 1450 AD. The enormous stone walls that still stand today offer clues about the architectural and organizational prowess of an advanced civilization. For centuries, the ruins were forgotten after the city's abandonment, until 16th century Portuguese traders began hearing rumors about the grand stone structures deep in Africa. However, during the European colonial period, a debate arose over whether native Africans could have constructed such architecture, even when excavations confirmed that the ruins were built by the Shona people. Some still argued that foreign cultures must have influenced the design. The Great Zimbabwe ruins span 1,300 acres and at their peak housed up to 20,000 people. The large stone walls protected the ruling elite, while traders and artisans lived in nearby areas. Additionally, sophisticated irrigation systems ensured agricultural production to support the city. The finely crafted artifacts found at the site demonstrate the artistic skill and cultural complexity of the Shona civilization. However, with the depletion of natural resources in the region, the city was eventually abandoned, leaving behind a fascinating historical legacy. Number 14. Mythological creatures, half human, half dog. Since ancient times, cultures worldwide have shared stories of hybrid creatures, combinations of humans and animals. Among these mythical beings are werewolves, centaurs, and sphinxes, all manifestations of human imagination. However, some believe that some of these creatures are not just legends, but real beings living in the most remote areas of the planet. In Africa, reports have surfaced of creatures that appear to be half human and half canine, said to roam the uninhabited areas of the continent. These beings, known as dogmen, are described by witnesses as bipedal with both human and canine features. In 2017, residents of Limpopo, South Africa, claimed to have frequently seen these creatures over 2 meters tall, with faces resembling hyenas. Such sightings are not confined to South Africa. In Liberia, various tribes speak of dog-like beasts inhabiting the deep forests. However, despite eyewitness accounts and images circulating online, no conclusive physical evidence or clear photographic documentation exists to support the existence of these enigmatic beings. Still, Africa's vast and unexplored regions may remain home to cryptid creatures that continue to challenge scientific logic. Number 13. Homo naledi. Imagine a discovery that challenges everything you knew about early humans. In 2013, deep within a South African cave known as the Cradle of Humankind, a team of scientists uncovered something that stunned the world: a new human species. This species, called Homo naledi, lived between 236,000 and 335,000 years ago and exhibits characteristics that puzzle experts on human evolution. What's most striking about Homo naledi is its unusual mix of traits, combining primitive and advanced features in a baffling way. Despite having a small brain size similar to that of chimpanzees, 500 to 610 cubic centimeters, Homo naledi had surprisingly dexterous hands suited for precision gripping, suggesting they may have used tools, a skill traditionally associated with more modern humans. Additionally, their shoulders resembled those of modern humans, indicating they could lift objects overhead, while their curved fingers were an adaptation for climbing, like apes. The real mystery of Homo naledi lies in its location. The remains were found deep inside a cave, through a passage so narrow it seemed nearly impossible for such a primitive species to have navigated. Some suggest that these humans may have been placed there ritually, indicating a level of complexity in behavior previously thought absent in early humans. The lack of concrete evidence keeps the debate open, but Homo naledi remains a crucial piece in understanding human evolution's mysteries. Number 12. Hidden chamber in the Great Pyramid. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the most awe-inspiring wonders of the ancient world, remains an unsolved mystery for archaeologists, historians, and scientists. Built over 4,500 years ago, this monumental structure has captivated generations with its astonishing architecture, complex astronomical alignments, and the enigma surrounding it. Now, a recent discovery may add a new layer to this ancient mystery, a hidden space within the pyramid, completely unknown until 2017. That year, an international team of scientists used an innovative technology based on subatomic particles called muons, which can penetrate deep into stone structures. Thanks to this non-invasive technique, researchers discovered a void more than 30 meters long inside the pyramid, a space that had never been identified in any previous explorations. The big question remains, what could be inside this void? Traditional archaeologists suggest that the space might hold nothing of interest. The tombs of the pharaohs have been documented and mostly looted centuries ago. However, the fact that there is such a large, unknown space inside one of humanity's most iconic structures is undeniably intriguing. Some alternative theorists have made bolder speculations. There are those who suggest that this void could contain the Hall of Records, a supposed repository of lost knowledge from ancient civilizations like Atlantis. Others have even proposed that the chamber might hide an alien machine or an interdimensional portal. While such ideas may seem straight out of science fiction, scientific studies have yet to provide concrete evidence to support these theories. What's clear is that the more we learn about the Great Pyramid, the more we realize that the knowledge of the ancient Egyptians in construction and engineering may have been much deeper and more advanced than we previously thought. For now, the mystery endures, and non-invasive explorations offer hope that one day we may uncover the purpose and contents of this hidden space without harming the pyramid. Every revelation brings us closer to understanding the secrets of a civilization that left an indelible mark on human history. Number 11. Prehistoric rock art across Africa. Prehistoric rock art decorates the walls of caves, offering stunning windows into the minds and lives of our ancestors who lived over 15,000 years ago. These beautiful murals depict vibrant hunting scenes, capturing animals that no longer inhabit those regions. Yet many of these paintings also contain eerie images that continue to baffle researchers. Rock art has been found in remote cave systems from Namibia to Morocco. The paintings show human figures hunting with spears, capturing animals such as elephants, rhinoceroses, zebras, and antelopes. These intimate depictions of now extinct beasts demonstrate an astonishing level of detail and accuracy, suggesting that prehistoric artists possessed sharp observational skills and advanced painting techniques using red and brown pigments. However, amidst the common fauna, there are humanoid figures with exaggerated or missing features, as well as fantastical chimeric creatures that do not exist in the known natural world. The ritualistic purpose behind these unsettling images remains completely speculative today, and the hidden meanings have likely been lost to prehistory, along with the identities of the artists themselves. Number 10. The Stone Forest of Madagascar. Madagascar is a place where nature seems to overflow with creativity, creating landscapes that appear to be from another world. While many know it for its unique fauna, such as lemurs and chameleons, the true geological mystery of the island lies in the stone forest. Located in the southwest of the island, in an arid region, this natural forest stretches with imposing limestone pinnacles, rising from the ground like gigantic needles, defying gravity and logic. The landscape seems straight out of a surreal painting, where the inert blends with the living in a nearly mystical way. These rock formations are not a product of chance, but are the result of millions of years of erosion, with water acting on the limestone to create jagged rock complexes that can reach up to 70 meters in height. At first glance, the groupings of these grey rocks may appear to be petrified trees, but upon closer inspection, one discovers a far more ominous place, a labyrinth of narrow canyons and sharp rocks, almost twisted, as if the earth itself were alive. This forest is not only visually striking, but also home to rare species that have found refuge in its isolated rock formations. Although large birds and lemurs once inhabited here, human presence has started to take its toll on this natural paradise. Some claim that gold and precious stones are hidden among the rocks, which has led to searches in this labyrinth, putting both the local biodiversity and the conservation of the site at risk. Furthermore, human expansion in nearby areas has accelerated deforestation and mineral excavation, posing a constant threat to the stone forest. The wild and dangerous nature of the place has served as a barrier to human intervention. But time may be running out. Like many of Madagascar's natural treasures, the stone forest could be at risk of disappearing unless urgent preservation measures are taken. Number 9. The Skeleton Coast. Along the Atlantic coast of Namibia lies a place that seems straight out of a nightmare, the Skeleton Coast. This inhospitable region, where human life is nearly impossible, has earned its name due to the eerie remains of shipwrecks, whale bones, and the bleached skeletons of seals that cover its desolate shores. The relentless winds, treacherous seas, and scorching heat transform this narrow stretch of coast into one of the most dangerous environments on the planet. The coast is marked by violent waves, rocky shores, and dense coastal fogs that have led to countless maritime accidents. Before modern navigation, launching boats into its waters was almost impossible, and travelers who ventured into the region only found barren desert as refuge, with no hope of rescue. The ruins of shipwrecks still remain like ghosts in the sand, with rusted hulls slowly disintegrating under the salty and corrosive air. In addition to the wrecks, the Skeleton Coast is home to a macabre cemetery of mammals. Colonies of seals inhabit the nearby islands, but many, as they grow old, drag their bodies to the coast to die. As their bodies dry and decompose, they leave behind a grim scene of scattered bones all over the beach. The whales that die in the sea also wash ashore, creating another natural cemetery where jackals and hyenas scavenge the remains. This haunting mix of shipwrecks, bones, and desolation makes the Skeleton Coast an unforgettable place, a landscape where death and abandonment have left an indelible mark. Number 8. Klerksdorp Spheres. In South Africa, among the strangest anomalies discovered on Earth are the Klerksdorp Spheres, found in the Ottosdal deposits. Over 200 of these small, finely striated spheres have been discovered embedded in ancient deposits. Similar objects, known as Moki marbles, are found in the western United States. However, the Klerksdorp spheres are much older, with some dating back more than 3 billion years. Geologists believe these spheres are natural mineral formations, though their concentric striations and perfectly spherical shape are unusual in nature. These spheres range in size from half a centimeter to 10 centimeters in diameter and are typically brown or dark red. Many display parallel striations that encircle the spheres, while some show indentations resembling arches. Despite their anomalous characteristics, laboratory tests have confirmed that the spheres formed naturally through erosion processes over millennia. However, pseudo-historians continue to argue that these spheres are evidence of intelligent design by prehistoric cultures or even extraterrestrial visitors. Although these theories have not been corroborated, the spheres continue to inspire speculation about their origin and the strange features of their striations and spherical form. Number 7. The Dendera Light. In the dark and enigmatic passages of ancient Egypt, one of the most intriguing mysteries is found etched into the walls of the Temple of Hathor in Dendera. Among the hieroglyphics and reliefs that adorn this ancient monument, there is an image that has confounded archaeologists and theorists alike. It is of an object that some interpret as an electric light bulb, known as the Dendera light. This strange object appears above a sacred pillar, extending as though it were a bulb channeling energy. Marginal theorists, fascinated by the idea of advanced technologies in ancient Egypt, suggest that this might be a representation of an electric light bulb, indicating that the Egyptians had knowledge of electricity long before we imagined. This theory is supported by the presence of a cable that seems to connect the base of the pillar with the bulbous object at the top, further fueling speculation of an ancient electrical system. However, traditional Egyptologists reject this interpretation. For them, The Djed pillar in the scene has deep religious symbolism. The Djed represented stability and was associated with the god Osiris, symbolizing eternal life. Additionally, the bulbous shape atop the pillar is interpreted as a representation of the sun or the sun god Ra, suggesting a more astrological and spiritual meaning than a technological one. This image is largely viewed as an esoteric relief, reflecting the connection between the celestial world and the earth, a central concept in the Egyptian worldview. Despite the controversy, the dendrolite remains one of the most discussed mysteries in Egyptology. Is it simply religious symbolism, or could it be a forgotten clue, pointing to a much more advanced understanding of technology in ancient Egypt? Without a definitive explanation, this enigma continues to fascinate and fuel bolder theories about the hidden knowledge of ancient civilizations. Number 6. Hexagonal diamonds. Around 2.9 billion years ago, an asteroid impacted the region of South Africa, creating a massive impact crater. However, the impact left behind more than just a geological trace. The debris scattered throughout the region contained an entirely unexpected version of one of the Earth's most coveted stones, hexagonal diamonds. These gems, which exhibit perfect six-sided symmetry, are completely different from conventional diamonds, defying the traditional conception of what a diamond is. The discovery of these diamonds was confirmed in 2018 when researchers found that they did not originate from terrestrial processes but from outer space. After extensive chemical analysis, it was discovered that these hexagonal diamonds contained osbornite, a mineral extremely rare and only found in carbon-rich meteorites. This suggested that these gems did not form within Earth, but rather in a dwarf planet during the early days of our solar system. This planet was destroyed in an epic collision 4.5 billion years ago, and its fragments, including the diamonds, were launched into space. Over time, these fragments fell onto South Africa, surviving the scorching passage through Earth's atmosphere. Unlike conventional diamonds, which form under extreme pressure deep within the Earth, hexagonal diamonds appear to have crystallized rapidly, indicating a very different growth process. Although only small samples of these diamonds have been studied, it is believed that much larger specimens may still be waiting to be discovered. What is already clear is that their extraterrestrial origin challenges everything we knew about the formation of diamonds. This discovery not only expands our understanding of these precious objects, but also offers us a glimpse into the chaotic beginnings of our solar system when worlds were destroyed, and their fragments spread across the galaxy in the form of gemstones. Number 5. The mysterious metal monolith. The mysterious monoliths that suddenly appeared in various parts of the world starting in August 2020 sparked great intrigue and speculation, triggering theories about their origin and purpose. It all began when a helicopter pilot spotted a shining metal structure embedded in the rocky desert of Utah, a 3.5-meter tall metallic rectangle seemingly from another world. Soon, hikers arrived at this strange object and began taking photographs, which quickly spread across social media. The metal structure, which seemed inspired by the ominous monoliths from the famous film 2001, A Space Odyssey, led to comparisons about its possible connection to extraterrestrial beings or a cryptic purpose related to human evolution. Shortly after this discovery, more similar monoliths began to appear in places like Europe and Asia, from the Netherlands to India, which only increased the mystery and speculation. The monolith in the Congo, discovered in February 2021, was the one that caused the most commotion. While people elsewhere showed curiosity and fascination, the inhabitants of the Congo reacted with fear and suspicion. For them, this 3.5-meter tall metal object represented an intrusion of dark, potentially malevolent forces. Terrified by its presence, the locals decided to protect it until they could determine its purpose. However, in a surprising twist, the monolith was set on fire by an angry mob. When investigators examined the object, they found that it was hollow inside, like an optical illusion, with its metal exterior carefully wrapped around an empty frame. The identity of its creator and its purpose remain an unsolved mystery. Number 4. The Desert Fairy Circles. In the arid plains of Namibia, something strange is happening. Seen from the air, the desert appears dotted with perfect circles that vary in size, from 2 meters to more than 20 meters in diameter. These enigmatic circles, known as fairy circles, have puzzled scientists and ecologists for decades. With more than 1,800 kilometers of land marked by these patterns, the circles look like a natural work of art. But who or what created them? The most accepted theory is that the circles are the result of termite activity, as they feed on the grass and create underground burrows that concentrate moisture at the edges of the circle, creating a favorable environment for vegetation to grow. However, this hypothesis does not explain the larger circles, those over 20 meters in diameter, where the presence of termites doesn't seem sufficient to create such dimensions. Over time, other alternative theories have emerged, such as the idea that plant competition, gas diffusion, or even radioactive elements could be behind these patterns. However, all these explanations have been insufficient to solve the mystery. What is most perplexing about the fairy circles is their life cycle, which seems to follow a rhythmic pattern. Areas inside the circles remain empty for 24 to 77 years before grasses begin to recolonize the land. What causes this cycle of death and regeneration? No one knows for sure. The fairy circles remain one of Africa's most fascinating enigmas, a mystery of nature that reminds us how many secrets are still waiting to be discovered in the natural world. While science continues to search for a definitive explanation, the magic and mystery of these circles continue to captivate those who venture to see them. Number 3. The oldest African dinosaur. Africa has witnessed an astonishing discovery that has changed our understanding of dinosaur evolution. The oldest known dinosaur from the continent, discovered in northern Zimbabwe. This tiny dinosaur, named Mberosaurus rossorum, lived during the early Triassic period over 230 million years ago, when the supercontinent Pangaea still existed, uniting the land masses into a single continental block. The discovery of Mberosaurus was made in 2017, when paleontologists unearthed a nearly complete set of fossilized bones of this small dinosaur, which measured about 2 meters long and only 30 centimeters tall at the hips. Though its size was tiny, even by dinosaur standards, it likely played a crucial role in its ecosystem, being an agile and fast predator for its size. Mberosaurus belongs to a group known as sauropodomorphs, which later gave rise to the giant long-necked sauropods like Brachiosaurus and Apatosaurus. However, unlike its quadrupedal descendants, Mberosaurus walked on 2 legs, making it an early ancestor of bipedal theropods like Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus rex. This discovery is crucial because it offers us a new perspective on the origin of dinosaurs and the evolution of species that would dominate the Earth during the Mesozoic era. With Mberosaurus rossorum, scientists have gained a clearer understanding of the dawn of dinosaurs in Africa, a place that would later see the evolution of our own species. Number 2. The Diamond Fever. In June 2021, a seemingly trivial discovery sparked a diamond fever in South Africa. Erasmus Jacobs, a cattle herder, found an unusually shiny stone while walking through a field in the village of Kwalathi in the KwaZulu-Natal province. At first, he thought he had found a diamond, and in the blink of an eye, the news spread like wildfire. What began as a local curiosity quickly transformed into a full-fledged treasure hunt. Over 1,000 prospectors arrived at the site, driven by the desire to get rich. The chaos that followed was total. Makeshift camps were set up, and the seekers dug tirelessly, hoping to find more precious stones. However, The excitement of the diamond fever crumbled when geologists analyzed the stones found and discovered that they were not diamonds, but quartz crystals. Despite the scientific findings, many of the locals refused to accept the truth. Some even claimed to have sold a handful of these stones for $70,000, showing how rumor and speculation were more powerful than the facts. Number 1. The Mad Beast. In the remote lands of Madagascar, a place filled with natural mysteries, there once existed a creature so strange that when it was discovered, it was named the Mad Beast. This peculiar creature lived during the late Cretaceous period, over 66 million years ago, and its existence was known thanks to fossils found in 1999, when a group of fossil collectors unearthed its skull. The skull alone made it clear that this creature was unlike anything known at the time. It had unique dental features that puzzled scientists, opening the door to a paleontological mystery yet to be unraveled. As more remains were discovered in 2010, researchers were able to learn more about this strange mammal, which they finally named Adalatherium hui. The name, a combination of the Malagasy word adala, meaning crazy, and the Greek word therion, meaning beast, perfectly describes the bizarre nature of this mammal. About the size of a badger, its long, narrow body combined with short legs suggests that it was adapted for digging, a vital skill for surviving in an environment where resources could be buried underground. What was most fascinating about the Mad Beast was its skull, which had several strange holes in the front, indicating that it probably had an extremely sharp sense of smell, ideal for locating food underground. This adaptation, along with its body structure, suggests that Adalatherium hui was a digging mammal, using its acute sense of smell to find food beneath the earth. The discovery of this ancient mammal not only expands our understanding of the prehistoric fauna of Madagascar, but also raises new questions about the mammals that coexisted with dinosaurs, revealing a much richer biodiversity than scientists could have imagined. And so we conclude our journey through Africa's 20 most fascinating mysteries. We hope you enjoyed discovering these enigmas with us. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends. Leave us your comments on what other mysteries you'd like to explore. Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.